Welcome to the Amnayalife podcast. Today we will talk about how perfectionism has kept so many talented English learners silent, why the fear of mistakes can completely paralyze you, and how to break the perfectionism trap for good. I'm your host, Jack Smith, and I'm here with嘉芳, who has an incredible story to share about her English learning journey.嘉芳, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you, Jack. To be honest, I spent most of my life thinking I just needed to study harder. But no matter how much I prepared, my perfectionism made it almost impossible to speak up. I hope sharing my story helps someone else who's struggling to let go.
You know, I see it happen again and again. Brilliant, dedicated learners who won't say a word if they're not 100% sure they're right. So many Taiwanese students freeze not because they don't know the answer, but because they're terrified of getting it wrong. Why do you think perfectionism runs so deep in English learning here?
I think it comes from school. Honestly. In class, answers are either right or wrong. If you make a mistake, you lose points. Or worse, you get laughed at by classmates. English became like a performance with everyone watching. By the time I was in university, I felt like any mistake wasn't just a small slip, it was a sign I just wasn't good enough.
That rings so true. What I've noticed is there's this invisible wall. You can have hundreds of vocabulary words in your head, but if perfectionism is running the show, you'll never let them out. A tiny error can feel like a disaster.
Exactly. The shame of mistakes became so big, I'd rather stay silent and be safe than risk embarrassing myself. Nobody wants to look stupid, especially in front of other Taiwanese students.
That's important sometimes. It's not even fear of foreigners laughing, but our own community judging us. The pressure to be perfect keeps everyone quiet, and it spreads.
Yes. It's like a cycle. Everyone is scared, so nobody speaks, so everyone stays scared.
Before we dive deeper into嘉芳's story, I want to let you know if you're struggling with the same challenges we're talking about today, there's a free class I've created that breaks down the real reasons blocking your English fluency. You can find the link in the episode description. It's going to show you exactly how to remove these blocks. Okay,嘉芳, let's get into your story.
Sounds good, Jack. My struggle started in high school. I was always the quiet, good student. I could read and write, but when teachers asked me to answer in English, my mind went blank. Even if I was 90% sure of the answer, that 10% doubt stopped me. Once, I remember rehearsing a sentence in my head over and over, but another classmate raised their hand first. The whole time, I felt like my heart was pounding in my throat.
That's something I hear constantly, rehearsing every word, waiting for the perfect chance, and then missing it because the anxiety is overwhelming.
Yes, and it got worse in university. I had to take an English presentation class, and I spent hours making every slide perfect. The night before, I couldn't sleep. During the actual talk, I made a tiny grammar mistake. After that, I just congratulated myself for surviving, but I kept replaying that one mistake in my head for weeks.
What's interesting about this? Your brain doesn't remember the 99 things you did right, only the one thing you think you did wrong. It's like living with a harsh critic on your shoulder.
Exactly. I compared myself to classmates who seemed more natural, and I felt ashamed. I skipped English club events and avoided any situation where I might have to speak unprepared. If I couldn't be perfect, I'd rather not try.
The tragic part is perfectionism sounds like it will keep you safe, but actually it traps you in the same level forever. You can't grow without making mistakes.
That's what I finally realized. One evening, a classmate I admired told me, "Your ideas are great. Why don't you share more in class?" That stung because I wanted to, but just couldn't. It made me question what I was afraid of. Failing publicly, disappointing teachers, or just being seen as not smart.
There's always a deeper belief underneath, like, if I make a grammar error, people will see the real me. Not perfect, not worthy.
Yes. I realized I'd built my whole identity around being good at English, but only on paper.
So what shifted? Was there a turning point when you decided things had to change?
The real shift came when I started tutoring a younger student. She was so brave, she spoke quickly and made lots of mistakes, but she laughed it off and just kept going. I admired that freedom and realized I never let myself learn like that. I wanted to experience English with more joy, not just fear.
That's powerful. Sometimes seeing someone else embrace imperfection opens the door for us to try it too.
Exactly. I made a promise that for one semester, I'd focus on using English, not just protecting my image. I joined group discussions, even if my voice shook. At first, I felt exposed, but nothing terrible happened. People listened, sometimes corrected me, but we kept talking. Slowly, my fear started shrinking.
So the act of showing up imperfect but present created the safety you'd always wanted.
Yes. The less I judged myself, the easier it became to express my real thoughts. Ironically, my English improved way faster once I stopped chasing perfection.
What's amazing is perfectionism loses its grip when you realize mistakes are just part of the process. They don't define you. And they certainly don't erase your intelligence.
That insight changed everything for me.
For everyone listening, can you share 3 practical steps someone can take right now to start breaking the perfectionism habit?
Definitely. First, set micro goals like saying one sentence in every English class, even if it's not perfect.
That's powerful because it's specific, doable, and takes away the pressure of performing.
Second, after any English conversation, write down one thing you did well. Don't just focus on mistakes.
This trains your brain to notice progress, not just failures, a huge mindset shift for perfectionists.
Third, practice celebrating your mistakes. I would literally give myself a high five every time I got corrected because it meant I was learning.
That's such a reframe. The moment you start to value correction, you move from fear to growth.
Exactly. The more I tried, the less scary it became.
Chiafong, your journey is proof that perfectionism can be overcome, and breaking the silence opens endless doors. Fluency is not about being flawless, it's about building courage, connection, and real progress in small, messy steps.
Thank you, Jack. I want everyone listening to know your voice and your mistakes matter more than your silence. The world needs your thoughts, even if they come out imperfectly.
Imagine a classroom where imperfection is welcome, and every student is proud of their effort, not scared of their errors.
That would change everything. More sharing, more confidence, and more real communication.
And that's something every listener can begin today by speaking just a little more bravely than yesterday.
Yes, your growth is waiting on the other side of not perfect.
Chiafong, thank you so much for being here today and sharing your story with us. I know our listeners are going to find so much value in what you've shared.
Thank you for having me, Jack. I hope my experience helps someone out there.
I'm sure it will. And to everyone listening, if you want to discover the real reasons that are blocking you from speaking English fluently, click the link in this episode to watch a free class that will show you how to remove these blocks.